A yogi, trying to trace the cause of desires, says that desires are the outcome of the dormant impressions in our minds. Desires are the awakened state of these dormant impressions. When we enjoy any external object through our senses, our minds are impressed with certain changes, which are produced while we are in direct contact with the object. When we eat an apple, the impression of its taste is left in the mind. When we hear a musical note, an impression of the note, pleasant or unpleasant, remains in the mind. Similarly, all the impressions which the external objects leave in the mind will remain there in a seed form or dormant state. Whatever things we have enjoyed or suffered in our lives are stored up in that seed form. None of them will be lost. These dormant impressions are the causes of our desires. These dormant impressions lie deep below the surface. Anything that remains in a dormant state is bound to manifest when the conditions become favorable. Forced by their inward nature, when the dormant impressions begin to manifest, they may be said to rise up slowly from the bottom of the sea of mind, in the form of small bubbles. We may call this bubble the subtle state of desire or the awakened impression. Then the bubble of desire, after playing on the surface of the mental sea for some time, bursts there and takes the form of a wave and agitates the whole sea of mind, transforming it into one massive impulse. The mind becomes restless, peace is disturbed, power of discrimination becomes dull. We do not know whether good or bad results will follow should we yield to the impelling impulse. We are forcibly driven headlong toward the object of desire, whatever it be, mental, like ambition, pride, etc., or merely sensuous. In fact, our controlling power having been overcome by that wave of desire, we can no longer call it desire. It temporarily takes the form of a ruling passion or strong impulse. That tremendous impulse controls our nerves, muscles, and the whole body. There is a struggle to gratify this longing, only to find, when we have attained the thing and gratified the longing, that the satisfaction is but brief. The tempest that wrecked our self-control gradually subsides, and the particular desire that provoked it returns again to its dormant state. Then a temporary peace of mind is regained and we remain happy for a time. In the meanwhile, another dormant impression gets ready to appear in the form of a bubble. Slowly it rises up from the subconscious to the conscious plane, and the same process is repeated. This ever-recurring series of desires and their temporary gratification forms the daily life of all such persons as have not learned to control their minds. When this fleeting peace of mind, or so-called happiness, has been secured, the desire subsides into a dormant state for a longer or shorter period. This process is continuously going on in each mind at every moment. With every fresh yielding to desire, the old impression is deepened, until the series of stored-up impressions becomes so strong that it forms a part of his nature, and becomes what we call habit. Similar processes have produced all varieties of habits, good and bad. As the number of impressions increases, desires also increase, as has been said. If we allow the desires to rise up and play in our minds, they will take the forms of passion and anger, disturb mental peace, create new impressions, and be in turn the causes of fresh desires. Thus, there is no hope of controlling the mind by mere gratification of desires. There is no hope of satiating the craving for enjoyment by getting the objects of pleasures. This is simply putting fuel on fire or oil on flames. The more we enjoy, the more will desires increase. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to our channel.